Andrea.
Hello.
Andrea, for people that don't know you, maybe you could just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Andrea Burton. I'm 47. I live locally to Salisbury and I'm a public relations consultant.
And you've done the Coach Me Slim and Trim programme, still on the programme now. How much weight have you lost and what sort of clothes sizes have you dropped?
I've lost nearly 2 stone, just a couple of pounds to go, and I've dropped from a size 14 to a size 10.
Great. And what was your motivation for starting on the Coach Me Slim and Trim programme?
My motivation for starting on the Coach Me Slim and Trim programme was a couple of things actually. One was that I'm my age and I'd begun to put on a few pounds, particularly around the middle, and decided that I really needed some help in getting rid of it and changing my lifestyle so that I could continue to get rid of that weight. But also I used to be a runner and stopped doing that 3 or 4 years ago, and I knew that I could be fitter and more toned.
Fantastic. And before starting on the programme, did you have any fears about getting started?
I think the fears were my own internal fears in terms of motivation. Could I actually stick with it and not eat the chocolate in the afternoon?
Yeah.
That was the main fear, losing the chocolate. But I think it was really, the biggest fear was sticking with it. Because I think you need to give it 100% to be able to work it properly.
Yeah. And how long have you been working with your coach and trainer now?
I've been working with Carrie since the middle of July, so 6 months now.
Right. And what difference would you say you've noticed since starting to where you are now, apart from the weight loss and the drop in your clothes size?
I think the biggest difference is I have more energy. My days are evened out in respect of I'm not up and down anymore. It used to get to sort of 3 or 4 o'clock and I'd want to go to sleep or certainly have a bit of a slump. Don't have that anymore. So I have more energy for most of the day. I sleep better and I just feel far more energised, far more healthy.
Fantastic. And what was it that made you, because there are a lot of different choices out there for losing weight, there are gyms, there are slimming clubs, what was it in particular that made you choose the Coach Me Slim and Trim programme as opposed to any other option that's out there?
The reason I really chose the Coach Me Slim and Trim programme was that it's not just exercise and it's not just diet, it's a mixture of the two, and it also helps you evaluate your relationship with food and why you eat and when you eat and really what you eat, and therefore helps you change things for life. If you go to a gym it can get boring, you're doing the same old stuff. If you just go for a diet programme, there's no real motivation because you're the only one doing it, whereas here there was accountability to Carrie as much as it was to myself.
Fantastic. And what would you say to somebody who's in a similar position to yourself, who's looking at this, listening to you speak, thinking about it? What advice would you give to them? What would you say to them?
I think if somebody wants to start the programme, my advice is to really give it 100%, to really know what your goals are and really want to achieve them. I think you can fall off a little bit, of course, we all have the chocolate or the vodka and tonic, we all do that. That's fine because that's life, but I think you need to be focused and motivated to give it as much as you can.
Right. And final thing then, having achieved your goal that you set out to achieve, how confident are you now in terms of maintaining what you've achieved?
I think that's been the biggest surprise actually. I am far more confident in thinking that I can continue to do this. I know now that if I have a certain, I don't know, food or drink or something, I know what to do now in the next few days after that to try and get back to the weight that I was on if I've put on some weight. It doesn't mean that you change your you don't have to stop having the things that you like, you have to have them in moderation and know what to do afterwards. So I am quite confident that I can continue it.
Fantastic, thank you for your time.
Pleasure.